So here we are, Shell Island, bass fishing on the fly. Nearly in the drink. Well, good morning my fishing and flying friends, and welcome here to Shell Island in North Wales. And this morning a spot of bass fishing on the fly. So Shell Island here is about a couple of miles away from Harlock Castle. I can just see there. We've got Llanbedra airfield just there. It's about a 10-minute walk from the airfield to here. I've actually flown in here a couple of times, landed, walked up to the campsite, stayed, walked back and flown back up to Liverpool. It's about 40 minutes in the plane from Liverpool to here. Brilliant, absolutely lovely place. Got some really good bass fishing. Never done bass fishing before on the fly, so it's a first. Done a bit of reading, had a look, see what to do. Said get up very, very early this morning. I looked about 4 o'clock this morning. I did get up, ummed about it, stayed in bed. I did speak to a local yesterday who said wait until the tide's going out, and I was just at low tide about 2 o'clock this afternoon. He said come and just fish just here where the rocks are. So wait until the tide goes out, get on the paddleboard and have a go. He said there's loads there at that time of day. I said alright, okay, we'll give that a go, and then we'll have a go, see how we get on. So been here a few times. I've never fly fished here though. So I've got quite a stiff rod, so I've got a heavy fly on. Here's my fly, some bass flies these. This one looks like a little shrimp. There it is there. Now it's quite heavy. I'm just fishing by the rocks, which are just there. You can't quite see them. I think I've got the sun in. I'll try and tilt the camera around in a bit. So I'm out on the paddleboard. There's quite a quick drift. I'm not getting long. I've got to turn around and row back out again. But the gentleman I met yesterday, who was out in his float tube, said to me, just fish by the rocks. The fish sit there. So that's what I'm doing, the rocks are just there. But I think I'm going to have to turn around in a minute, because already I'm nearly at the shore. Don't get long. Right, so drifted back out, or rowed back out should I say. Not the easiest thing. On a paddleboard and a fly line. Don't think I'll get very long. We're moving quite quickly back inshore. So I'm just casting over all the weeds and the rocks, see if we can entice something out. If we do, this will be the first time ever that I've caught anything in the sea on the fly. But with it quite choppy out there, shallowing up here, it is quite murky. And I've got one more cast. I'm going to have to row back out again. You're not getting long. I think I might go a bit further out this time. Right, so rode out again. Not the easiest thing in the world, I have to be honest. I've got a wind and it's quite choppy. The water's very, very murky. But it's lovely to be out here, I have to be honest. Oh. Hopefully I'll get a bit longer this time before we drift in. Now, the gentleman I met yesterday, I asked him about the bass, saying, do you have to get up early in the morning? He said, well, he's had a few last week at this time of day around this area. However, he did say that he's had some other things as well, some mackerel and some other bits. I'm sure he said a bream. Or was it collar? On the fly as well. Anything really, that'd be lovely. As you can see, I've got my life vest on, buoyancy aid, my head protection and my eye protection. So just working my way out to the weeds. I'm on a fish just above the top of the weeds. I can just see them just here. Just getting to a decent run. Like I say, as you can see, it's quite choppy out here. Although I'm not sure you can see the water from that angle. I could be in my garden with my wife throwing water at me. Just to prove that I'm not, by the way. There's the sea there. No, like I say, quite murky, quite choppy. Quite a difficult day, but we just literally, we should drift now nicely over the top of the weed bed, so don't want to lose the oar, very important. Get the weed off the end of the rod. We're drifting in already. You don't get long. You do not get long. Just got a bit of weed behind me here. Just don't have to pull in very quickly because I'm drifting quite a bit and it's just trawling. Actually, I could just leave it sitting out the back. I wonder if that's not a bad idea actually. We'll come along the back just as we go over the top. There's the weeds here. Right, so we've come a bit further out this time, much deeper. I'm not sure you can tell from that angle on the camera, it's a lot more choppy. Yeah, a lot more choppy. I think you can tell from there, actually, we're surfing a little bit actually. So, as I was saying earlier, Bedra Airfield is about a 10-minute walk from Shell Island, and I have flown in before and walked the island. I would have done it this time, but I'm out of currency, money wise and flying wise. I wouldn't be able to bring all of this equipment either. You know, bringing your fishing gear is one thing, but then I've got a board, weighs a ton, all the camping gear. I'll bring some of it, but not all of it. Quite a bit of weed around here now, which might help a little bit. Might be some fish sitting underneath the weed and over the top of the weed. So one of the reasons why, might have mentioned this in the past, I learned to fly, is I made a list of things, 50 things to do before I'm 50, which I'm working my way through. I didn't want to do a bucket list. Bucket list suggests when you've done it, you're ready to die. So I went for 50 things to do before I was 50. And one of them is to catch fish, sea fish, on the fly. I would like a bass, but to be honest with you, I'll take anything on the fly. And if you're interested, no, I'm nowhere near finishing that 50 things to do before I'm 50, about halfway through. I've got about 18 months left. Well, flying cost me a hell of a lot more than what I anticipated it was going to. I think I budgeted like £8,000, it ended up costing twice that. Just don't tell the wife. So as you can see, I'm casting quite away here. Well, you might not be able to see it. I'm casting quite away, but I'm not getting long with the drift and the wind. I'm not getting long. I'll just trawl for a minute, have a quick rest. Oh, not sure how much you can see there with the sun behind me. Stretch my legs out. Oh. It is very murky. It's probably only about 5 foot deep. I'm sure it's deeper than that. Drifted a lot further this time, but I did go a lot further out. Drifting nicely right across the beach here. But I've missed the weed, unfortunately, now. But you never know, there might be something here. Well, no joy so far. Coming for a bit of a break. It's time to get a bit of suntan, put some suntan lotion on. It is very, very murky out there. It's like soup. But sight fishing, sight fish, feeding fish, not too sure. There's a few people fishing with bait and stuff. Oh well, it's absolutely fantastic out there though, absolutely beautiful. Really, really chilling. Anyway, I can put it. Anyway, nice cup of coffee I think is due. Right, so back out again after a short interval. The plane's just taken off, you might be able to hear it in the background. Just had to go and change the camera and the battery. No, it's alright. I had to go and change the battery and the camera. We've got a nice drift here. Again, right over the weeds. As I say, very murky, very, very murky. In fact, come and have a look. Thought it was murky. Still no luck. Nice to see the planes coming in though. So I've come out a little bit further now. As the rocks are quite exposed now. Where's that plane gone? going out that way. So over there, the rocks are quite exposed, so we've come around a bit further out to sea. Not out to sea, but certainly it's a bit deeper. I can see there's plenty of weed around. Hopefully the fish are sitting around the weed. Nice to have something. So I do have another rod with me, not a fly rod. Got a beach cast there, I'll put some mackerel feathers on possibly. Although I'm pretty determined to plod on with this. Excuse me. Right, well, great fun fly fishing from a paddleboard. Never done that before. Unsuccessful mine, but really good fun. Certainly like to try that again. But never mind, not on this occasion. We'll try again. I might go try from the harbour tonight. Maybe take the paddleboard out again, or maybe get some bait and do some bait fishing. Righto, so after my unsuccessful paddleboard fly fishing attempt, I had a chat with the locals, said come down here. The water streams in here into the harbour. You might be able to see the waves here. Casting into those waves with a fly looks like a bit of a shrimp. Might have some luck, so that's what I've got on. I'm going to wander in and have a go. Tight line stroops. Can't do any worse. Bit of weed. Right, no word of a lie, I just had a crab nibbling at my leg. Right, well, nothing yet, apart from the crabs had a bite of me. The water's still flowing here, so I'll carry on for a bit longer. There's quite a few fishermen now, fishing people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all lined up here, so I think I'm in the right spot. I haven't seen anybody else catch anything yet though. So in that fast moving water just there, apparently that's where the bass sit. Let's see if we can get there. Well, as the sun sets here at Shell Island, beautiful day. No joy, unfortunately, no fish, but it has been really good fun. The tide has just started to turn here. There's lots of weed coming out, so time to pack up, I think. Go back, light the fire, chill out. But an absolutely fantastic time. I will try again. I am determined to catch a sea fish on the fly. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. See you again.